Hey, what's up everyone, it's Grim here, and I hope you are all good this fine day. This is part 2 to my Deddy server lie video. Part 1 was kind of a recap of everything that's gone on, and the fact that PS4's now come out and had no Deddy servers. And this is kind of the next, not more detailed, but basically it's giving a description of how they got away with saying dedicated servers and where it kind of leaves us. So, for those of you who don't know, and I know that it's like... Oh, by the way, I will first off apologise before I get into the nitty-gritty. Yes, this is a MSBS gameplay video. I know it's like you guys haven't seen enough of them on YouTube, but there you go. What can I say? It is a fucking beast gun. So, anyway, let's get on with it. As 99.999% of you will undoubtedly know, Call of Duty is a peer-to-peer hosted game. That's why there's a host. That's where you get rage quits and whatever, and you get host migrations. Yeah, there are CoD servers, but they're like login servers and all that good thing, servers that store our stats and shit. But the actual resource, and the resource is the key here, is taking place on other people's consoles unless you're the host. So all the grunt work done during a game is basically... that's the resource, and that resource is dealt with on their machine, and then they then upload the stats of that game to the servers which store them. And that's why if somebody rage quits, dashboards, your stats don't get saved, and you just get this blank void, because they basically fucked off in an annoying way. Anyway, so when a company turns around, like Activision, Infinity Ward, yada yada yada, and says, we are going to provide dedicated servers, which is what they said. Ruben came out and said dedicated servers to everyone. We are giving them away like candy, as I said in my other video. Giving them away, every platform's going to have it. This is fantastic. This is brilliant. Now that's synonymous with having dedicated resource servers. So taking away the peer-to-peer, and in fact the grunt work is now done by a server. And... which is great, because in essence that means there would be no host, so technically the amount of lag would be much less. Cheaters it'd be far easier to monitor them. They'd be monitored automatically. You wouldn't need to report cheats using the in-game system. And the overall quality of the experience would be far smoother, far better. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect, it's not a Nirvana where everything's just going to be great and people are going to cry when they play it because they're having such an orgasmic experience. It's just going to be crisper, better experience. It's what you look for in a first-person shooter nowadays. Right, so also, which is quite handy, is the hit detection is going to be way, way crisper on dedicated servers. Sometimes, yeah, you get pain, you get a laggy Deddy, as in a Deddy resource, but such is life. But 9 times out of 10, it is a better connection. Now, they've changed, or the way I think they've got around, and ID. Oh no, thought I got fucked up the bum with an ID there, but I didn't. This guy just kept coming in this room, blocking IDs, and later on in the game, there's like 2 of these fuckers that just sit up there. And yeah, I fall for it, I try and get them out, and I die. Frustrating, but there you go. Right. So yeah, the way they fixed hit detection in this is basically bullets kill ridiculously quick, so it doesn't really matter if there's a little bit of office. But I've been killed around corners, I've watched kill cams where people have been behind rocks, and the blood spatter when the bullet hit them is actually sort of 2 meters away from the rock. So yeah, hit detection still isn't great in this game, but you just die so fast, I don't think you notice it that much. And also, there's something in the head that says, when you can see you're on a 2-bar or 3-bar, you blame lag a lot easier. I have a gut feeling that's why they took it out. But let's carry on. Now, it's been revealed that, and this is by Ruben on Reddit, on Twitter, he's done an extended one, where basically he talks about the system and how they're going to connect. And really it comes out that you're not actually going to have real dedicated resource servers on the PS3, PS4, Xbox 360. So the only one that will have a dedicated resource server will be the Xbox One, and that's purely because Microsoft give them away free. They let companies use them for free. It's not a problem. Now, instead of having this dedicated resource server, what you'll have is a server hubs. So you'll have this server sat there, and what he'll do is he'll pick you, and you, who are in a party, or in a lobby, sorry, in the lobby, and then it'll go, you're the best, there you go, you take all this, and you're now host, and you run with it. But supposedly it's basically a... well, essentially it's a newer way of doing exactly the same fucking thing as peer-to-peer. Hosting games have been doing this since like fucking the first Halo games, and all they've done is put a server in place that will pick the very best host. So you will have a better connection, you will feel that the game is better than previous Call of Duties, but it's a very, 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 very long way from having fucking dedicated servers. Now, unfortunately, when Activision and Infinity Ward promised the world dedicated servers on all platforms, what they really meant was not resource servers. They meant a server that picks out those with the best host and then makes them into the server. Which is exactly the same as the old system, but with slightly more technical meddling and connections in. Which, as I said, is what... it will make a better connection. But... and this is the thing, okay, that's kind of the technical jargon stuff, or as technical as you get from me, fucking hell, easy tiger. I'm not a true geek, so, you know, I like a little bit of a gamer, but, yeah, I'm not going to go fully into the servers and everything. But really, it comes down to, as gamers, okay, this is happening more and more and more. I did video after video on the fact that when a lot of people bought GTA cash. I mean, I remember a guy reading on the GTA forums that this guy had spent... he'd spent more than he spent on the game. It was something like £80 on buying cash. He just bought a shit ton of cash, okay? And they turned around and said, we're not refunding it, but what we will do is give you a stimulus pack, we'll give you 500,000. Therefore, they just kept that guy's money. They just went, no, we'll give you 500,000, because obviously it was a pain in the ass for everyone, but we're not actually going to give you your £80 back. Now, and they got fucking away with it. They have gotten away with it so far. Now we have, you know, in Activision, Infinity Ward, who, you know, made one of the greatest first-person shooters ever. Opinion granted, but you know, in CoD 4 they made something that was truly special, and it blessed them with the ability to do this, to have the Call of Duty franchise, to not worry about going and doing other IPs, but just focusing solely on this franchise, which has made them all very, very wealthy. They've made a lot of money out of this, and it baffles me that they now think that they can just not lie, because lie they can be taken to court and they can be found to be, you know, very, very naughty. But they find it okay to lie to gamers who put more money out there than fucking films, books, fucking television. We put more money into this fucking industry that you wouldn't believe. And now we find that it's okay for them to lie to us. There's a petition, guys, down below, not by me, but by somebody